Algebra 2, Unit 7 Study Guide, numbers 10 through 19. So we're going to convert angle degree measures to radian or radian to degree. So number 10, notice it's 6 pi. So that's a radian angle measure. So we want to convert it to degrees. So we're going to take it times 180 degrees over pi. That's our conversion factor. So notice the pi's will divide out. You multiply straight across, and it's 1,080 degrees. Be sure when you're converting to degree that you include your degree mark. Number 11 is degree, so we need to convert that to radian. So we'll take it now times pi over 180 degrees. And then we're just going to keep it in fraction form. We are not going to estimate pi and get a decimal. So our exact answer is 26 pi over 9 radian. Number 12, we also are going to convert to radian. So we'll take it times pi over 180. All right, so for number 12, we're going to convert degree to radian. So we'll take it times pi over 180 degrees. And then reduce the fraction. So that is 270 pi over 180, which reduces to 3 pi over 2. 13, notice we're starting in radians, so we want to convert that to degrees. So we'll take it times 180 over pi. Our pi's divide out, and then our final answer is 1,260 degrees. Number 14 is degrees, so we're going to convert it to radian. Oh, sorry. And then after we divide 1260 by 4, then our final answer is 315 degrees. Now number 14, we're going to convert that to radian. So we take it times pi over 180. We'll get 55 pi over 180 degrees and then just reduce that fraction. And it will be negative 11 pi over 36. Number 15, 2 pi, that is radian now. We're going to convert it to degrees. And I have it wrong there, so I fix it. We're going to take it times 180 degrees over pi, and that will give you 360. Now let's look at number 16. So let me get to it. Okay, so we're going to draw angles in standard position. So you need an XY axis to anchor. And then in trig, we label the quadrants 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. 200 degrees is positive, so it's rotating counterclockwise. You want to show the beginning, which is along the initial side, which is along the positive x-axis, and the terminal side will end up in quadrant 3, because we need to rotate past 180 degrees. Now number 17, you've got a rotation that's more than 360. So first you're going to draw your quadrant, label your degrees, and your initial side, and then that rotation will go around and then 65 more degrees, and so it will stop in quadrant 1. On number 18, we are rotating negatively, so you're going to rotate clockwise. So you can label your quadrants, and then your initial side, and then just rotate in the negative direction 55 degrees. So that angle will end in quadrant 4. And then in number 19, again, we have more than one rotation. So we know our quadrants, and that is going to rotate all the way around and then into the second quadrant for 520 degrees.